Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Sports Beat today. I am joined with my guest Tanshu, and today we are here on to discuss the right now concluded match between the Mumbai Indians and the Chennai Super Kings. So first of all, I am a huge MI fan, and it's totally disappointing to see the team lose like that, especially of the collapse of wickets which took place in the first half. And also, you are a CSK fan, so congrats for your victory today. How are you feeling?
Obviously, like MI is one of the toughest teams in the IPL. Like MI versus CSK is always a very tough contest. So obviously feeling very great beating them, taking the revenge for the last match.
Yeah, the Pollard's massacre didn't took place this time. I was thinking of Saurav Tiwari to play like that, but that didn't occur, unfortunately. But the one controversy did took place that was in 18.4 over or 18.5 of the second innings of Mumbai Indians, that a white ball was not given.
Yeah,
There were,
that was a
yeah,
that was actually supposed to be a wide ball. And
hmm,
similarly, there was a situation in the first innings as well when
hmm,
Ruturaj Gaikwad was trying to go for a scoop shot and he ended up moving a bit towards the offside. And I think it was Pollard's bowling, so even that was not
hmm.
given a wide. So I mean, although both the decisions weren't right, but that kind of evened it out.
Also, we have seen Raidu getting retired in the match. So, do you think he will make comeback into the team in the next time and he will be okay?
CSK's next match is like after 5 days, I think. It's on 24th is the next match. So there
Acha.
is quite some time for recovery. So considering the medical facilities right now, I think he should be able to recover. Like it's
And
only once
also,
the official news comes from the team that we'll get to know how serious the injury was. Because
hmm,
obviously, Adam Milne's bowling was around 140
yeah,
plus, and that goes and
yeah.
hits directly on the elbow, I guess. So
Hmm. And also, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, what I don't want to say, but today also he disappoints us, even though he was batting earlier in the innings. So, do you think he will improve in the upcoming matches?
like he did not disappoint much as much like earlier, but like he looked in good form. Like he was timing the ball well, and he wasn't really
Hmm.
missing or like mistiming the balls. Even the ball in which he got out, it was timed perfectly, but the only thing is like he did not get the required elevation. That's it, and it just ended up going straight to Trent Bolt, and he took a great catch.
Hmm. What is the actual difference between the inter-squad matches and these matches between the teams that where Dhoni is hitting great boundaries and scoring a lot of runs within a very few posts, but in the real match he's been not been scoring so great much. So great much. So what is the main difference that is affecting Dhoni here?
There's nothing that would actually affect him as such because obviously he has a lot of experience of international cricket, so that shouldn't really make much of a difference. I think it's just that in an intra squad match, you know your
Hmm.
teammates well. You have already faced them in your nets earlier as well.
Yeah.
And there's no pressure of like, going for the 2 points or losing the 2 points. So that is
Oh,
there.
okay. And also today we have seen that Rohit Sharma was declared misfit by the team management before the few months before the toss was going to happen. And also we have seen Hardik Pandya, but mode of injury that he has faced wasn't disclosed, means wasn't being announced there. So Hardik Pandya and Rohit's exclusion from the team has led to this victory. Do you think that Mumbai would have won if they have taken those plays, Rohit and Pandya?
Okay, so the thing is, Rohit Sharma, he's not out because of being unfit exactly. So as Mahela Jayawardene also told on air, so
Hmm?
he was fit to play, but since they thought the management thought that it's better to give them some more time, like at least there are few more days. I think MI plays the next match on 23rd, so there are still 3 to 4 more days. So it's better that although he's already fit, they just wanted to give him some more rest before getting on the field. although he has played. So if I just have a look at the scorecard, because I mean, if you see the lineup which was there today for Mumbai Indians, so I
Yeah.
think Rohit Sharma was replaced by Anmol Preet Singh,
Mm-hmm.
and Hardik Pandya I think would have been in the team in place of either an Ishan Kishan or maybe a Saurabh Tiwari. So like already they had enough bowlers, so Hardik Pandya I don't think would have contributed much with the bowling. And in batting as well, I think Saurabh Tiwari scored 50 or 40. So
Ah,
considering the collapse which was going through, I think that was a decent innings. And Anmol Preet making a debut scored 16 or 14. So obviously the experience of Rohit Sharma would have been way more
mm,
better at the top, but you can't really say that it's because of not having those two that MI lost. It was just poor captaincy, I would say, from Pollard. Because when you have two Indian batsmen at the crease, like Ruturaj Gaikwad and Ravindra Jadeja, and
mm,
CSK was, I think, three down or four down. CSK was four down, effectively five down, with Raidu also back in the dressing room. So 24 for five at 6 overs, and there are two Indian batsmen, and they're not really comfortable with the short ball, like pacers
mm,
in general, and the pitch was assisting pace at that time.
yeah.
So at that time, he brings on Rahul Chahar and Krunal Pandya together, holds his over and Bumrah's over back. So that I felt was the turning point where they both settled in and built the partnership.
Okay. Do you think a man of the match award should have been given to Dwayne Bravo instead of Ruturaj Gaikwad? I think Gaikwad has got
I
the
didn't
prize,
see that.
but
Okay, wait. So, oh yeah, so
I think
Ruturaj Gaikwad was given the man of the match.
uh, so do you think that Dwayne Bravo should have won it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, both of them gave contributed equally well, but I agree with the decision taken. I think that Ruturaj Gaikwad deserved the man of the match because when the experienced players like Duplessis, Moin Ali,
Hmm.
Raidu, all of them went back at 0 of 3 each. Raina scored 4 of 6. Dhoni scored 3 of 5. So when your
Yeah.
5 wickets are down and 5 wickets are gone for like 7 runs, like you see the score, and that
Hmm.
at that time, if someone is of his experience, like he's pretty young compared to those people in terms of the experience. So he stepped up, he built the foundation, and he basically gave the foundation for Bravo to come and explode at the end. Like if let's say Rituraj Gaikwad had not scored those many runs, and let's say Bravo had to come in a bit earlier, then he would not be in the position to take the risk of going for big shots. Bravo came in only at I think somewhere in the 17th or 17th over.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
he just had to, and after Bravo as well, there was Shardul Thakur and Deepak Chahar and Josh Hazelwood as well. So he did not have that pressure that if he gets out, then there's no one at the back to finish the innings, like complete the 20 overs. So
Okay.
he played like literally if you see more than 50% of the team's score is scored by Gaikwad.
Hmm.
Out of 156, 88 is by Rutraj Gaikwad, and the rest of the
Yes.
team has scored less than 70 runs, basically.
Hmm. Yeah, it is also true. And also coming to the fact of the Mumbai Indians bowlers, I think the match turning point was that in the 19th over when Trent Bolt is bowled to Dwayne Bravo, the three sixes which are hit by Bravo literally changed the match and put the CSK to a great score of 156. And also now coming to the fact, today's performance after innings, today, do you think that Chris Lynn would have been a great addition to the squad instead of Adam Lyne?
Adam Milne actually proved his worth in the beginning. Like he did what he could in the beginning. He took the wickets at the beginning as well. So
But
you can't
yeah,
really say that Chris Lynn would have been a better choice over Adam Milne. Your four overseas players were Trent Bolt, Adam Milne, Kyron Pollard, and De Kock. So De
yeah,
Kock was your go-to wicketkeeper. so
Hmm.
you weren't going to replace him. Pollard was the captain, Trent Bolt, and the other person had to be someone who would come somewhere in the sixth or seventh position, like 4 or 5 down basically. So the options that were open were Nathan Coulter-Nile, Adam Milne, or Jimmy Neesham basically. So you can't really say Chris Lynn would have made the playing 11. Like I don't think he's the first choice in the playing 11. And only let's say Decock performs very badly in the next matches as well. Like he scored 17 of 12. That is not bad, but they might have expected to have a longer innings than that. So if
Hmm.
Decock does not prove his worth now in the upcoming matches and Ishan Kishan, let's say, scores better, then maybe they might go for a change. But I really don't see Chris Lynn making into the playing 11.
Okay. So is also on the other hand, do you think that I mean you also even mentioned about Jimmy Nisham, who is also a great batter by choice, and also he has scored several great innings in the previous in the T20 matches. So do you think that he should have won the match if he was given the chance instead of Adam Lyne? He would have bowled also.
Yeah, he would have bowled as well, but I think they just went with the current form and the current uh, match practice that the players have. So Adam Milne has been playing here. He played the 100 and he
Hmm.
had really great stats in the 100 as well. Like I think he was the most economical bowler or something like that in the 100. So and the player who can give you a consistent 140, 145 plus speed. I think that's what they went for.
Okay.
And I mean,
And
MI
also,
had the batting also. Like you have
hmm,
Decock, you have Anmolpreet, you have Surya Kumar, you have Ishan Kishan, you have Saurabh Tiwari, you have Pollard, and then you have Krunal Pandya. So I think till number 7, you have like batsmen who you can bank on to take the match.
but do you think that Kunal Pandya isn't contributing from both sides only? He hasn't been contributing for a long time right now, to be honest. So do you think anyone who can come in his place?
I mean, if he continues to fail, I think maybe he'll make place for Jayant Yadav to come in.
Hmm.
Or maybe if Hardik Pandya is fit, maybe he comes in. It depends on the requirement. If there's a spinner required, then I think he'll make way for Jayant Yadav.
And also, we have seen that Deepak Chahar lurking during the last few overs that he was also facing some injuries problems. So, do you think that all the teams, not only CSK or Mumbai, but should all the teams rest some of their Indian players so they will be fit enough and they will not face any kind of injuries for the World Cup?
I mean, they like there are two, I mean, ways of looking at it. So
Yeah.
the thing is, the T20 World Cup is also going to be in the same conditions, like in UAE. So teams would be looking to give their players more match time in the same conditions. But at the same time, you wouldn't want to over stress your players.
Yeah. Now coming to the tomorrow's match, we'll discuss it about the tomorrow's match later on in tomorrow's video only. But let's hear about from you that I want to hear the predictions. So who is winning, Kolkata or RCB?
Wait, tomorrow's match is in which stadium? Uh,
Hmm.
okay, tomorrow it's in Abu Dhabi, so that is also a decent size ground. And I mean, I think I would go with RCB. Like on paper, RCB is better right now, but
Hmm.
again, you never know on which day which player performs.
So and also, do you think that we might see the original, the OG Russell Force back again? We can see this time.
In the Caribbean Premier League, if you have seen, so he was not at the best of his form. Like he just had 1 or 2 great
Hmm.
innings and maybe a wicket or so, and all. But like he was going at a very high economy rate in the CPL, which was concluded recently.
Hmm.
So Russell, I don't know if he's going to perform that well. Like he's not at the peak of his form right now, in my opinion.
Uh,
And KKR is heavily dependent on him, especially now after Pat Cummins has backed off right now.
yeah. So now what's your prediction for the highest run getter of tomorrow's match?
Okay, for tomorrow's match, I am backing Padikkal maybe to score big.
Okay. And also, who is going to be the highest wicket taker? Predictions.
Okay, again, like on paper, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to be in the playing 11, but if Vanindo Hasaranga plays, so he might be an
Yeah.
important uh, playing 11 this
Okay.
time. So it depends again. Like, it depends if he
Hmm.
plays or not. If not, I guess maybe Chahal or Sunil Narayan from KKR, I guess.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, this has been a great discussion with today's guest Hitanshu. And Congo, congrats again for CSK for topping the IPL charts once again. We will and we will come back once again. Let's see the team's
Yeah,
performance.
so I mean, as of now, I think only
Hmm.
RCB, RR,
Yeah.
KKR, and SRH are the ones who are left to play like the eighth match. Others, four teams have played eight match each, and MI is with a negative net run rate of minus 0.071 in eight
Okay.
matches.
Hmm.
So as I mentioned that in my prediction in your video earlier, so RR still has a chance to go ahead of MI.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and
Obviously.
CSK is on top just because of the
Yeah.
net run rate. And that's what I had told you. That was the main difference between CSK and DC. Like CSK had played one match lesser, so that's why they were on second position. Now CSK and DC, the only thing separating them is the net run rate.
Yeah. And they also need only one victory away from reaching the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the current table, I would say that it's very tough for CSK to not qualify.
Yeah.
But CSK would be, I mean, it would be way better if they finish in the top two.
Hmm. So that's the wrap for today, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it. Keep following the Indian Premier League, the best T20 league in this whole planet, and also keep following our channel SportsBeat for more sports update. Not only cricket but also all other sports. We are covering each and every sports here. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hope you have a guys have a great night. Thanks for that. Bye.